Right, man in boxing, Blair the Flair Cobbs. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Alrighty then, just had to drop y'all boy off at the dog groomer. So getting that out there. I was tired of I ain't feel like watching him. I was gonna go to the self-serve, but I'm like, man, he got my car off. You know, the pollen is super bad this year. I hear that like everywhere. And then he got my car off first when I went on the time and had to drop him off. But you gotta pay the cost. You wanna be the boss? You gotta pay the cost. AB got his ass whooped, ran out that ring. Didn't even want to talk. I thought that nigga ran out the ring, about to go grab the chop on the Blair. The Blair started copping, please. Oh, Adrian, look at the size of his neck. Adrian's a great fighter. I mean, this was on my vision board. I believed it. I dreamed it. I seen it. That nigga Blair started copping, please. No, that nigga ain't, AB ain't stable. I might look at the chopper right now. I might get chopped right now. I don't care if the feds said. I'm getting chopped right now. Take Blair. I'm winning this fight. Man. I'm doing this for the hood. PBC niggas love saying that. This for the culture. Cameron, so what culture did he do it for? The track culture? The way he ran for Canelo? AB was saying that on had niggas believing. I'm telling y'all, bro, believe this for real talk, bro. I done seen this happen multiple times in my life. I had to learn this in boxing, bro. You can psych most niggas out by just talking. You know what I'm saying? You can psych the average person out here, you can beat them by just talking. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the car and get the chopper. Boy, you come over here, I'm gonna put you on your neck. I did jitsu, pre-jitsu, pre-law ass whooping, assonomics. You know what I'm saying? You can really just hype, you know, you really can scare a nigga like that. I remember before I speak on AB retiring and shit, cause my lips dry as hell. Before I speak on AB retiring, he was like, I mean, we was at the casino one night, drunk as hell. And the nigga, this had to be like, I don't even know, this had to be like Valentine's Day, I believe it was. So we was out hitting corners, fucking bitches. We in the casino, drunk. I need something to eat. My two other partners weren't old enough to get in, but you get into the food court, the hotel, so we eating this shit. And we laughing, dog. We told. This nigga slams his hands, he with his girl. He slams his hands on the table like, what the fuck y'all niggas laughing at in front of the whole like eating area? So I'm like, dog, we will beat your motherfucking ass. You know, I'm just like, dog, like, I'm so geek. I'm like, man, like, dog, like, my friend was like, bitch ass nigga, sit your whole ass down before I go pop the trunk. Dog, this nigga got so scared, bro. And my nigga punked that nigga in front of this bitch. And the only thing that nigga had in his back seat or his trunk was a baby seat or a car seat. Probably wasn't nothing. My boy like, hey, he got something in the trunk? I'm like, That nigga got punked. This bitch lost all attraction for that nigga. He went to go snitch or some shit. They threw us out, but on the real, Adrien Broner, you know, should he retire? I mean, you know, that's really gonna factor into his economics and his pockets. You know, if he can't retire, he gonna keep fighting, and then he should just do a European tour or something like that. That's what he should have did at the beginning, just fight the biggest European bums, the best Australian bums. I don't know why fighters don't do that no more. Floyd should do like a little tour, like when you go on Street Fighter and shit, and you go around the world. Yeah, he should go on a Canadian tour, or you know, I mean, you can even do states if you wanted to. The best fighters in Texas, the best fighters in Louisiana, just barroom fighters, man. And get that chicken, you still a name. But that activity killed his career and shit. You gotta have that activity. When you don't have that activity, you need the activity at all phases of your career. But most importantly, you need activity when you young. You need that repetition, and you need that the activity when you peak out on when you starting to peak in your prime, and you on the other side of that peak. You need that activity. And I say even for athletes, even in the middle of your career, when you cooking, you boiling hot, you probably need the activity to stop doing negativity. Ooh, woo, nigga spent bars this morning. Yeah, you probably need that activity to stop doing negativity, stop doing dumb stuff, stop messing with niggas, stop going to club. You fighting 3, 4, 5 times a year. You really can't be in the club. You really ain't got a whole bunch of time to fuck off with skeezers. You so focused and hungry, bro. Most of them niggas probably really don't even be fucking with chicks like that or whatever. And the chick that's grooming Miles, man, I might have to get her number. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, she was straight. I don't know what these women, all these tattoos on their arm and shit though, but she was straight. Like, I'll fuck with her. I'm thinking it's gonna be a white lady. I'm out here. It's a sister. Shout out to the sisters. Sister. Keisha, you ain't know why I missed you. Hey, that AB live I did after the fight was mad wild. I was on that bitch cooking on that motherfucker, boy. I was in my bag, hey. Them vertical lives from my bed, oh man. That might have to be a post-fight ritual. I would have went longer on the Wilder and Zane, but nigga, I popped 2 muscle relaxers, man. I can't keep, you can't really take muscle relaxers a lot neither though. Like every once in a while, I take 1 or 2 of them bitches. Like when I'm like, I was real tensed up from that trip and from working out. So it's kind of good for that and shit too. But nah, man, them bitches, man, you be like sleepwalking in them motherfuckers, boy. You can't take 2 of them and think you about to fuck. Hell nah. That shit, it should really relax your whole body so you can't even get geeked up like you want to sexually and shit. That's the real downside to them. That shit'll really fuck with your libido for like about 2-3 days sometimes. If you take 1, you probably like 24, 48. You take 2, but nigga, I be needing 2 because I take them like once every 2-3 months, if that. That's just me personally. Like when I'm on a need-to-need basis, like, because the doctor don't want to give me no referral to no shoulder surgery. He said, you can rehab it and fix it. Man, nigga, if you don't give me, send me. I gotta go to the chiropractor next. But nonetheless, AB, it's over. Because when you I remember when I couldn't hoop no more, right? And the summer before, when I got graduated, went to college, I started working, and that was pretty much my life. And even though I stopped hooping in high school because I ain't like the whole ass coach, he said some left shit to my mom and shit. I thought I never hoop for that nigga. Like real talk. I never hoop for that nigga. And then, then you already know a nigga got a vendetta against you and shit. So I'm like, he probably not gonna play me. I'm not one of them niggas that's about to be on the team and not play and just be a practice nigga. I ain't doing it. I got other shit I could do to my time. I ain't going to the pros. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to the pros, so shit, I'm not about to sit here and be no practice dummy. So I already said I wasn't even gonna play, especially after he said that shit. But one thing I noticed, when I used to go to college and shit, before I went to college and I just started hooping, this nigga shit going on, that shit gonna be irritating. Before I started hooping and shit, when I stopped hooping, because I was working so much, that shit wanna go off. And I started working so much. One thing that I noticed was that I lost the ability to hoop. And I ain't gonna lie, I was eating some bullshit that summer. Cause I worked in the kitchen, nigga. They showed me how to cook my own short order food. Oh yeah, I was fooling. I ain't even gonna cap with you. But that part of my diet, and then I really couldn't go where I wanted to go that summer because I worked so many hours a day. My license was suspended and shit. But I couldn't really go where I wanted to go. But I stopped hooping and stopped really doing a lot of physical activity. I stopped doing a lot of physical activity, and and I just after that, bro, I just couldn't really hoop like I used to. And I used to hoop every day after school. Before we fuck with the hoes, hoop. Before we went out to eat, hoop. We used to hoop every day at Northwest Activity Center. So I still had, the ability. But, when I stopped hooping that summer, bro, it was a wrap. I just never could really hoop no more. Man, I was, so it was a wrap. So once you stop doing something, once that activity is gone, it's hard to get it back. It's hard to get it back the older you get, man. Your focus changes. It's hard to get it back, man. If Adrien Broner, it's hard to get it back. It's like, you want it mentally and financially, you want it. You can see it, you can grab it. You feel like you can grab it. But to get that motor back up and running and motivated, when life be lifing, It's hard. That's why when you got that momentum in your career, you keep that momentum going by activity, staying in shape, staying sharp, and fighting. And the business of boxing really gonna rob the fans of the ability to see the best of this generation. You got prospects fighting 3-4 times a year. That's not good. I mean, that's straight, but you know, I mean, you got them fighting 2-3 times a year. They need to be fighting 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times a year, bro. So they really not getting the repetition that they really deserve. So, but you know, if he really gonna make a comeback, which, you know, I can't tell a grown man what to do, but if he really gonna make a comeback, he got to get serious. Like, heal up a little bit and really get serious about that. But the problem is, he didn't let his hands go in his prime the way he should have been, and then you get older, that drop off, he ain't let his hands go. He got to change it, and at this point, changing his base and getting him on his toes is over with. It's over with. So in reality, for him, it's probably best for him to retire. I would say start a consultant for him on marketing fighters. He don't really need a college class for that. Show fighters how to market their ability, you know, and then also, you know, have a department that align fighters up with ambassador program. You know, and it don't necessarily got to be Nike, Gatorade to start off, because they gonna come when it becomes successful. It could be like, you know, like local brands that do clothing. You know what I'm saying? Get with local brands and have them sponsor they clothes or they shoes, or they local brand shoes on the Instagram page, and you know, have them design, you know, workout apparel and street apparel, and have them fashion that, and just have the local, just have the small businesses pay the fighters for that. And that's how you start off. You get the apparel. Okay, you pay me this, that, and the third, and I'll market your stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you go. You know, somebody might have a mom and pop, you know, sports drink. Have them sponsor that. It may not be big money, but hey, it's a lot of these smaller companies, they'll blow up and you help. And maybe get a little bit of equity in the company while you at it. Then you build up the Powerade, Gatorade, Under Armour, Nike, and stuff of that nature. So on one side, he can show fighters how to market, how to promote themselves, how to market themselves where these promoters not doing it. Even he can write scripts for fights, like the WWE. Okay, you say this, and when he say this, let's go over it. Yeah, you know, his last fight, that boy got stopped, like a stop sign. You know what I'm saying? And then you had the other guy come back and be like, boy, this stop sign gonna be upside your head or something. Whatever AB doing, had them niggas just write scripts like the WWE. That's what I would do if I was him, on the cool. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button, but I think it's time for him to retire. It's hard just to get that rhythm back. Trust me, I know. But hey, man, check out the Patreon. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, the whole nine. Peace.